By the way, you know who it is. Oxlade on the radar. We in the building.
Love.
We talking about the UK scene right now. UK scene, yeah.
Yeah.
But because we talking about Stormzy, you know what I'm saying? You had a part in his new album, of course. But we were talking about like the UK scene and how incredible it is. But you were saying like what were you about to say about like tapping in?
Yeah, I was surprised you're pretty, as much as I am, enthusiastic about the UK scene's music like I'm surprised you tap into their sound too.
Come on, man.
Because like it's very hard to see like Americans talking about the UK. The only thing Americans know about the UK is Top Boy.
As what?
Top Boy.
Top Boy? Nah, okay, hold on. Put some respect on our name. Nah,
Mention 5 slangs from the UK.
Slangs from the UK?
Yeah.
I'm not good with slang. Don't do me with the slang.
Exactly.
Okay, wait, no.
Exactly.
Fine, no, I'll do it. No, time out. I'll do it. No, I'll do it. No, stop talking. Stop talking. I got
like,
slang. We doing slangs? Like slang words, right?
Right.
What do they be saying? Who the hell is calling me? No, not right now.
Don't give him no words, please.
Don't say nothing. So, okay, so what do they say? Ends, right? We don't say that over here. Ends.
Yeah, you say hood over here.
We say hood, we say hood or the trenches. Ends. They say mash.
Okay.
Mash. Hold on, I'm thinking.
He actually started with ends. I like that. No place like home.
Stop. See, look, why would you say that? Because I wanted to say They call girls. What did he say? Chant. They say chant.
Now it's a lang.
Chant. Lang.
That's a new.
That's like the new.
I'm
slang.
ready for y'all today.
Damn. See, look now. Those are the ones off the top of my head.
So I want to put you on to just 2.
Okay.
When you want to say something is very popular or something is very.
Wait, you rate it.
What?
You
Nah.
rate it? No. Okay.
You bait.
You bait?
Yeah, bait. Like B-A-I-T. That girl, she's bait.
Okay.
Yeah. And then instead of saying stab, you say shank.
Oh yeah, shank. Yeah, I knew.
Yeah.
But with bait, see here in America, right? You could be like if GQ is trying to like set me up, right? Be like, yo, he's baiting me. Like he's baiting me to come to go here.
That's like luring you or some stuff like that. But in the UK, when you say that thing's bait, it means like it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Okay, bait. Shout out my UK family.
Get me.
Nah, because but I'm gonna put you. Let me put you on real quick.
Yeah.
On the radar, what we're working to do here. Obviously, you and I've been talking about bridging and giving artists from Africa a place where they can come here, perform, and do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Darko Vibes, yourself, Kelvin Boy, so on and so forth. Shout out my boy GQ who really helps hook that up. But we also the bridge here in for the UK too. We've had Digga D up here. He freestyled. He got 1.2 mil on his freestyle. AJ Tracy. There's actually a plaque right next to you with AJ Tracy's freestyle. Did 10 million streams on Spotify. We've had gigs up here. You know what I'm saying?
Freestyle off this platform.
Off this platform.
That's some madness.
Yeah. Yeah. We've had gigs up here, Quang Face, Ivorian Doll, the list goes on and on. We almost Unknown T, we almost had Russ Millions, so we, I look at music as more than just, being American. I think that there's like kind of like people look at Americans, they're like, they only fuck with what goes on in America, right? But, I come from a household where, I'm Puerto Rican, so I listen to Spanish music growing up. So for me, I look at music as so much bigger than just what we hear here in the States or what I hear in New York. So
no, respect you, man.
When whether it's you or I have like Cranium come up here or I have somebody from the UK come up here, it's always about just trying to create a space where everybody feels included and nobody feels left out just because that they make a certain type of music. So that's what I'm trying to do here with On the Radar. And that's why I'm excited you're here with me today, brother.
Yes,
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, my brother.
Of course. I saw, it was funny because we were watching like the Darko Vibes performance earlier. And we called Darko Vibes before you got here. But I love seeing you in the comments of that when he posted it. You know what I'm saying? Because I like seeing everybody support each other and shit too. I think that's dope.
I would comment on anything that I go post. That's my broski there. That's one of the very like realist people. Why I rate him different is because even before the fame, before I became who I am right now, that could treat him in like royalty, and that's why I treat him the same way. So yeah, when you see people that cherish you like that, you reciprocate that energy.
I agree. How far back do you guys go then?
Funny how we just got close this year.
Really? Okay.
Swear, like we just got really close this year, and you know, I met him during like one of the lowest periods of my life this year. I had very scandalous moments, and things went really sad and dark for me. And you know, out of the blues, Darko just comes through, and he becomes like extra nice and extra real to me and whatnot. And you know, ever since then, I was like, you know what, this guy is a for life. You know, yeah, that's how it started.
That's beautiful. You how do you you mentioned like getting yourself out of some dark moments. How did you bring yourself out of these moments? How did you uplift yourself and kind of, or what was the moment that helped you get out of these
I
moments?
didn't do it alone, you know. People like Darko helped me out. And that's why I cherish him, you know. Like people around me literally helped me. You can't step out of the darkness. You have to be assisted to get out of the darkness. And that's why you need family. That's why you need brothers, you know. Because sometimes it gets really dark and lonely. The word dark and lonely always comes hand in hand when they mention the word, you know, I'm in a dark place. But you need people around you to actually, you know, show you love, because love comes with light. Love has a lot of light, and you know, the light heals your soul. And that's what, you know, people around me help me with.
That's beautiful. So obviously you're in a great place now.
I'm in the best place right now, man. Like I'm having a good time. I'm having the time of my life.
You know, I believe it was funny because I actually was speaking to somebody who a couple weeks ago who was I guess he was like a part of the Colors performance that you did to some extent, I guess on like, you know, the behind the scenes stuff. And I want to congratulate you on the Colors performance helping really launch that record, because not only, you know, I think it might be one of the, if not the most viewed Colors performance of all time, right?
Nah, I'm just behind Billie Eilish. I'm coming for her.
Oh, you're just behind Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
What's the gap? Yo, GQ, can you see what the gap in views is?
It's marginal.
No, I'm serious. Can you check? And see
No,
what
it's
the gap
marginal.
Yeah, on the Colors?
Yeah, no, the gap is marginal. It's like 100 and something million.
Okay, so it's
views on Spotify, on YouTube. But like I am like 40 something million on YouTube. So like, you know, she's still like way up. But just my Spotify for Colors, for the closer Colors version, is like 100 million.
Go ahead, talk your shit, my boy. And then it's been played all over the radio. I swear to God, it was like up there this summer. Because here in Brooklyn, right, there's a lot of Afrobeat parties, right? I don't think you understand. Like, you can't go.
I understand. I've been to some of them.
You've been to some of them.
Yeah.
Shout out Everyday People. Everyday People is one of my favorite parties to go to out here. But your song was ringing off at all of them.
Shouts DJ Tunes, because he's like one of the first people to put out my music in Brooklyn.
Shout out, what's his name?
DJ Tunes.
Shout out to him, man.
DJ Tunes is like, he's Wizkid's official DJ.
Okay, got you.
And he's from this end. He's from New York, Brooklyn. And he does a party called like Blackout. And, you know, I think that's one of the first parties that played my music. And this goes way back as like 2017, 2018.
Right.
So, yeah. Whenever like I come to Brooklyn, I just have to give him a shout out.
Yeah. So I heard your music all around Brooklyn this summer, right? And I want to talk about this now legendary Colors performance. So going into it, right, when you had this record, did you know that this was going to be the moment? Did you know that this was the record? Were you sure of it?
Nobody knows the life-changing song. We just artists dropping music. We never know the life-changing songs. So like Closer was just another song for me. And you know, God just decided to show off.
God decided to show off.
That's all I can say about that record. I feel like God decided to show off, and you know, my hard work just started paying off all of a sudden. Cause I moved from underrated to it's the hottest thing in the city.
Yeah, you're the hottest shit out right now. Yeah. Have you been able to take this all in? Like, do you find the time to really sit and like enjoy this moment, or do you feel like you've been so on the run that you haven't had the time to?
I feel like that's the only reason why I don't feel pressured, you know, because I am, you know, I'm sieving in, I'm absorbing everything, I'm learning from it. Every moment I stay grateful to God for every blessing and every milestone I've achieved in my life generally. And that's why the pressure will never get to me. Because whenever, you know, if you don't assimilate, if you don't absorb all of this, it's going to get to you at some point in time. And, you know, yeah, I think every day I wake up, I just thank God for being Oxlade, firstly, and then, you know, thank him for keeping me alive, and I pray to him to watch my steps for me.
Word. I think that's a great way to put it too, because you know we often talk about like artists being so busy and artists, doing all this and all that. But it's true. Like sometimes you never know what's gonna be the record. You're just dropping music, and you hope
Yeah.
that one of them is gonna come off and change your life.
Yeah.
But you never know at the end of the day. At the same time,
I didn't even think it was closer. I didn't think if there was gonna be a song that would change my life, I didn't think it would be closer.
which one did you think was?
I had other songs I was more sure about. Like, sometimes you just record some songs. For example, even Closer was not even meant to be a song at all. It was just meant to be a colors performance, and that was it. I was meant to drop another song like 2 weeks after the colors edition, and then the song just started getting bigger and bigger, and we couldn't drop anything again.
And then it's just like, damn, we got the song now. So we good, we going, we moving.
I mean, like, that song just increased my taste bud. Like, I'm more hungry for more greatness. So, like, let's see what 2023 has to offer.
Right. As we still celebrate the song now, because it's still moving. Because
Yeah.
I listen when I drive. I really just throw on the Afrobeats playlist on Apple Music, and I think your song is the third song on there. I think it's like Aria Star or something else, and then your song. So like it's still.
Yeah, it's been up there since June, man. Like, respect longevity, respect the song's greatness, and I appreciate it. But don't get me wrong, I got more to offer.
More coming.
Yeah.
So we were talking, speaking of our UK friends, right? We were talking about Stormzy's album. And I love the trailer for it, how it's like, you're like, oh, wow, like, okay, they got this person, and then you slide in there too. I thought that was so cool that this happened. And Stormzy has one of the best albums of this year so far. It's the year's about to end.
Facts.
But how did you get involved in his project? How did that end up happening?
I was touring London, and I got a message from one of my label execs, and she was like, "Oh, I'm with Stormzy's executive producer for his next album, and I think they really want you on the album." And I was like, "You sure about that?" I said, "Okay, I'm not doing the song until I speak to Stormzy." And then they made the meeting happen, and then Stormzy reached out, and he just blew me away. I didn't have any choice but to just jump on the record, and he during that period, he sent me a series of voice notes that I still listen to till date, because they were him manifesting more greatness and prophetic things into my life that actually helped me till date. So him just wanting me on his album, he also impacted in my like mental and like my my aura, generally my countenance. So yeah, man, Stormzy's a big bro, in as much as I'm on his album, and it's a big deal for me. That aside, I just have to put it out there that he's a very good person.
Shout out to Stormzy.
Yeah.
So how long ago did y'all get together to work on it?
I think 2 months ago.
Okay, so you said he blew you away. So like, what? Obviously, besides the voice notes, like, what did you do in the studio with him?
Nah. So fun fact, I've never seen him in person.
For real?
Yeah. So what happened is most of the times he's around, I'm out, he's back. I'm no longer in London.
Right.
Most of the times. So because I'm always moving, and he also, like, whenever I'm in London, probably he's busy doing something. So yeah. But like most of the times we talk virtually.
Okay. So everything was done virtually between the two of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you shot the trailer, right? I'm assuming that was just like you were in London one day and they're like, oh, we have this is where we're shooting the trailer.
I shot the trailer in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, okay.
So what happened is, I think they built my set. They built the set for the Nigerians on the album. Me, Ira Star, and I think one more person from Nigeria that I can't remember. But yeah, they built a set for us in Nigeria to go shoot that part.
That's fire. Yeah, because I was thinking about that too when I was watching the trailer. I'm like, there's no way that Stormzy just had all these people in one place on one day.
Yeah. I mean,
Be a pretty legendary day.
Shout out to the director. They're the OGs.
Who was the director though?
I don't know the director.
Oh, okay.
Like, they made it look like we were in the same.
Yeah.
That's why I'm giving them the shout out.
I was very impressed too. Like I'm like watching. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, Stormzy just had all these people in one room together. I'm like, this is real. This is dope as fuck. But now that I know that, I mean, most people let the illusion. You know what I'm saying? Because
I mean, there's this famous picture Louis Vuitton just did of Messi and Ronaldo. They wasn't in the same building, and the picture looks so amazing. So yeah, these pros, just give it to them. They know their job.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like as people have been getting, so like people have been learning so much about you these past couple months too. I wanted to ask, like, what's one thing that the fans don't know about you? Like, what's something that you do or that you're into or that you like to do that the fans don't know, or they would be surprised by?
There's nothing surprising about me, man. I love my grandma so much. She's my bestie. She's my best friend. She raised me literally because like I lost my mom when I was 3. And what else? I'm asthmatic. Yeah, that's something many people don't know.
You're what?
Asthmatic. I got asthma.
Oh, you got asthma.
Yeah. So I don't smoke
At all?
at all.
Did you ever smoke?
Nah, I can't. It's not good for my health.
Mm.
So I don't smoke. I used to say I don't drink, but the whole champagne popping and all of that,
I was about to say there's probably like
No, so I'm like a ceremonial drinker. Like I drink when I have to, not like I'm not crazy about it.
See, I'm like a ceremonial smoker.
Oh.
You see what I, you see
Yeah,
what I did there? You see what I
see.
did there, right?
I drink when I have to, not necessarily like I'm not crazy about drinks.
Yeah. I'll go out and drink, but I feel like I only smoke when like we're out celebrating and someone is just like Calvin, my photographer, the great man right here with the long hair and the Yankee hat. He like has like weed. He's like, we're celebrating. I'm like, you know what? We are celebrating. And then I always regret it after. But it is it is I always feel so it's probably better you don't smoke because I feel unproductive when I smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't smoke and do this job.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I did it once and I said somebody's name wrong.
Oh.
And then it was like, that was at the beginning of my career. And
I just feel like you should go with what works with your body, man.
Facts, I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like people are always like, oh, this works for me, this works for me, this works for me. But until you see if it works for you, you never really know. Because some things don't work for certain people.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even if you could smoke, weed might still not work for you.
Facts,
You know what I'm
facts. Yeah.
So we got a new single out now. And you were
Okay.
telling people you were sorry for the wait. Obviously, you got the big song out, so obviously you waited a little bit to drop this song. But after this song, what are your plans? You know what I'm saying? How are we closing out the year and how are we starting the new year?
We're ending the year with a big bang. And that is the remix to Colosa.
Fire.
Yeah, it has Camilla Cabello on it. And yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's how we end the year.
That's how we ended the year. I like that. Why Camilla Cabello?
Because, firstly, I am a big fan. And that's the only name I told my label to get me.
Really?
I was so hell-bent on it. They were like, how about this? I was like, no. Get her from me or we ain't dropping no remix.
Look at how they're all looking at you too. Like he's like they're serious. They're laughing. Like it's like
Nah. No, you could call my label boss. She'd tell you the same thing. Like I told them only her, and having her on the song is something special for me because I ended up finding out that she also really liked the song even way before she was given the offer to jump on it. And she's so sweet. Like she has great personality. We just shot the video like 2 days ago in LA, and I can't wait to dish it out to the world.
Word. Well, congrats, man.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
glad you could get someone who you're a fan of on the song too. I think that's always a
Yeah.
beautiful moment too.
That's why we do music. That's why we collaborate. We can't just collaborate because of the numbers or what it's gonna add to the business side.
Yeah.
Even if I know the labels don't care about your feelings, they just want to make money and everything. But still, I just thank God my own label actually listened to me. And they made me feel like, oh, we actually are doing it. It makes more sense when the label is actually holding you down instead of calling shots for you. You feel me? So it's two different things. Now I feel more comfortable with my label and I see them as family because they pulled this one out for me. So definitely, I'm gonna repay them with more hits.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what I was gonna add to that is it's not a forced remix. It's a natural remix.
Yeah, it's very mutual. It was bound to happen. Let me just put it that way.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
because
bound to
like
happen.
something might have stopped her from wanting to jump on the record, but against all odds, like we have the remix and we're ready to go.
So that'll be out by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm excited, man.
Me
Colosa
too.
remix on the way. I'm assuming we're gonna have obviously more hits next year as you promised.
Definitely.
Project next year, hopefully.
Definitely. I got my debut album. in works. Oxlade from Africa. That's the name of the album.
Okay.
And yeah, it has like 14 to 15 tracks. And yeah, I'm optimistic to share it with you guys. More information on my Instagram page when the time comes.
Man, I'm excited. Congrats on everything. Make sure you go check out the remix when it's out. Make sure you check out his performance right here on the Radar for you guys. That is out now by the time y'all seeing this. Before we get out of here, anything else you want to let the people know where they can follow you at, all that good stuff? Now's the time to do it right here.
Firstly, I want to say a very big thank you to every listener, every believer, every supporter of the brand Oxlade. I want to say I will never let you guys down, and the whole hustle, the whole grind is for you guys. The album Oxlade from Africa is on its way, and you can follow me on all platforms at Oxlade Official. No underscore, no signs, no apostrophe, nothing at all. Just Oxlade Official.
There you go. Well, make sure you go follow him. Oxlade from Africa. That's what we're calling the album.
Yeah, Oxlade from Africa.
Bet. Oxlade from Africa, the album coming out 2023. Make sure you tune into that. Coloso remix with Camilla Cabello on the way. That'll be out this month. Performance out now. Go follow him. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. Till next time, Oxlade on the Radar. We out.
Bounce.
Love. My brother.